Increasing the cost of living these days has a lot of us looking for ways to earn some extra cash or maybe just better protect what we already have. I sat down with a financial advisor to find out how certain credit cards might be able to help us do that.
So I use the safest form of payment that exists on the face of the earth, and that is a credit card.
That's Frank Abagnale, a convicted felon who committed notorious crimes portrayed in the 2002 movie Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Now Abagnale works to fight fraud, and he's a big supporter of using credit cards, not cash or debit cards, for everyday expenses like groceries, gas, and bills.
I spend their money. I don't spend my money. My money sits in a money market account. It earns interest.
Fraud protection is a big deal.
We sat down with Lane Miller, a financial advisor with Edward Jones in Abilene. He agrees credit cards can be safer.
You're essentially leveraging somebody else's money, the credit card companies, borrowing that for a time. If you were to be hacked or taken advantage of, the responsibility wouldn't lie on the individual as much as the credit card company. So fraud protection is a big part of that.
Miller says shopping around for the right credit card can also get you cash back or other incentives on a percentage of what you spend. But the key is to pay that balance off every month.
If you're paying a super high interest rate and receiving a little bit cash back, it's a wash, or actually negative to the consumer. For example, I have a little bit of cash back personally. We'll store that in a separate account, and that's kind of fun money to my wife and I, to my family and I. Could save up for a vacation.
And you can also put that cash back in a money market account many cards offer and earn a higher annual percentage yield than an average savings account at a bank. And those returns have been going up lately as the Federal Reserve increases interest rates.
Interest rates on fixed income accounts, savings accounts, money market, things of that nature, certificates of deposit even, have gone up considerably this past 6 months. Why is that? Primarily because of rising interest rates.
Using your credit cards and paying them off on time can also improve your credit score.
I'm sure you can increase that credit score. At the end of the day, folks don't build generational wealth necessarily off of cash back or bonus points or airline miles. However, it can be good if you're responsible. That's the key, I think, of this conversation is credit cards can be a good thing if you're responsible in taking care of those debts.
Credit is a very important thing. 30 years ago, it only meant whether you got the car or you got the house. Today, everything is based on your credit. If a company hires you, they're going to check your credit. If you buy auto insurance, they're going to check your credit.
And the Federal Reserve expected to raise interest rates once again later this month, which could mean even higher returns on those money market accounts.
Lots to keep in mind for credit card users, Will. And as we continue our series on how to combat the high cost of living, one aspect of life hit especially hard is grocery shopping, with many costs of staples going up. That trip to the checkout may be a painful experience for some. Tomorrow on KTexas News at 10, KTexas reporter Lauren Sierra sits down with a local nutritionist about ways to save without sacrificing your family's health.